Uh, we are seeing the gregarious flowering of meadow buttercup. In botany, it is named as Ranunculus latus. Ranunculus word has come from amphibious habitat of this plant, as we had the frog habitat. Frog or rana is also called as amphibious or amphibian. So having the amphibious habitat means there is water. It's a better land, or a kind of land where the water flow is also nearby. So these buttercups, golden colored flowers, they are growing in abundance here. Ranunculus latus species, and on the blossoms we are seeing also Pyrus canidia and large cabbage butterfly also sipping the nectar. So this is the new understanding which I got today. Meadow buttercup or ranunculus flowers are also acting as a nectar plant for the butterflies, especially the large cabbage butterfly. And in my mountains, Jammu Hills, especially in Dudu Basantagad area, I have its local name. Locally, it is popular under the name as Jaldaru. And as per local belief and folk healers' input, this plant is also used for the wound healing purpose. And this tender shoots, leaves have also been consumed by the hill people in earlier days under the name Jaldaru. So in Jammu and Kashmir we have many species of ranunculus. For example, Ranunculus muricatus is one, which in Dogri is called as Telphadi. So that is also growing nearby. Yes, I will show you the achenes, a trio of achenes. So this is a Ranunculus muricatus. This is and flowers are not that elegant. Small size of flower, and flower doesn't give that decorative look. But in comparison to this Ranunculus muricatus, we have the very decorative flowering of this Ranunculus latus. And another species which is also very common in Araspura, Jammu, and might be growing here also, that is Ranunculus arvensis, where the achenes are a bit spiny. So that is also very common weed growing in the wheat fields. But here we are focusing only on the gregarious mass flowering of Ranunculus latus, and nearby you are also able to see the typha. That again signifies that it's a amphibious habitat. It's a aquatic kind of marshy land where this Ranunculus latus is growing. And there is also another plant which nearby, that is your Barbina bipennatifida. So that is also growing in moist situation. And if we focus on other plants which are growing here, this is Lysimachia arvensis, which was previously known as Anagallus arvensis, this blue flower, but now it has been changed to the genus Lysimachia. So Lysimachia arvensis, and then Vicia sativa is also there, and then another legume which is called as manna or sridi, that is also growing here, which is called as Medicago polymorpha or Medicago denticulata. And there is also Kalapethu. Kalapethu is another plant which is called a Calamintha clinopodium. You have pink flowers here. It is used as a folk medicine. But most important plant which I am able to see here, that is your Samudar Sok. In local language, it is called Samudar Sok. It is Salvia. Salvia plebea. So this plant, you are able to see, leaves are opposite and they are wrinkled. And this plant is also growing here in this marshy habitat. And then obviously mentha also grows in such situations. So this marshy habitat has also very good growth of mentha viridis. And if we focus on some other more plants, this is a habitat where even Cirsium arvens has also come up. So you see, these are the blossoms or capitula, pink colored, and even the honeybees are collecting the forage. You are able to focus on this honeybee. See how the honeybees, they are collecting the bee forage from Cirsium orvens, a kind of thistle. It belongs to Asteraceae family. But this interspersed between the Cirsium plants, we have the rich growth of Ranunculus muricatus. So Ranunculus muricatus and Cirsium orvens, they are growing together. And then there is a beautiful butterfly. I just wanted to focus, but it just left. This is the butterfly which is also feeding on the thistle blossoms. This one. This is I think it should be painted lady butterfly. Vanessa. Vanessa cardui is one species. So we will see this butterfly is also feeding on the blossoms of Cirsium orvens. So this habitat is quite rich, where we are able to focus on 2-3 species, and one very prominent species in this amphibious habitat is Ranunculus muricatus, and another is this gregarious flowering or Ranunculus latus. And alongside we also have some plants which are unique to this habitat, and that is your career. The career is also growing in this ravine nearby, which is Rosa brunoni or Rosa muscata. And we also have some invasive alien weeds here. One is unwanted American plant, which is called as Parthenium hysteroporus. It should not be tolerated. Rather, we should try to eradicate it from such locations where it is putting undue stress on our native flora. And another plant which is also unwanted and grows like a weed, that is Xanthium strumarium, jojada. So that is also growing here. And Parthenium hysteroporus is popularly named as gajarka, or this is a Mexican grass or carrot grass, or Congress grass as it is named as. And on the foliage of this particular, we are able to see one butterfly also, which has some kind of spots. This particular butterfly is also, we are able to see on the foliage. This particular butterfly is also. So this is the time, early morning, about 10 o'clock in the morning. We see mostly butterflies, they are visiting the larval food plants or the nectar plants, and they are collecting. They are busy in collecting the nectar and pollen as per their requirement. Or this is the habitat which is not only useful for many native marshy plants to flourish here, but even this is the place, or these flowers are also attracting many butterflies. And one particular butterfly which I am focusing, this incidentally is sitting on the leaves of Parthenium hysteroporus, and nearby is also growing mentha. So this location is useful. We are also seeing some trees of wild pear, Pyrus passia, and this is the location where we could see 3 different kinds of butterflies. One was cabbage white, another was this black colored, having 2 eye spots also. It need to be identified which particular. And then we had seen also the Vanessa cardui feeding on the cottony thistle, or beautiful butterfly. This has a preference for this Cirsium orvens only, because you don't find it on any other flower. But now we are able to focus on this particular butterfly, which is very attractive. And this is a painted Vanessa. It should be cardui, I think, or Vanessa, other species, painted lady, popularly named as. And this particular butterfly is usually preferring to feed only on the Cirsium orvens. And even now the large cabbage white Pyrus brassicae has also come up, and it has also started feeding on the thistle now. Rather, there are two butterflies which are feeding on the cercium. So cercium is very useful butterfly host plant. So if we are developing butterfly garden, then I think we should plant or include cercium ornaments in the botanical garden, which will attract the butterflies. And this is very fragrant Rosa brunoni or musk rose career, which is a really feast for the honeybees. So in nature, everything is interconnected. So when we protect this kind of habitat, so we are also protecting the whole gamut of biodiversity associated with these plants and flowers, and many other creatures like honeybees, butterflies, they will also be protected.